Howdy. Everybody here for your free knife? Come on in, don't be shy. We got plenty of room. We don't want to clog up that aisle. Welcome to Sam's Club. Happy New Year. If you haven't seen this before, this is the free Perry knife that we are giving away today. And this is like a razor on a stick. So Sam's management asks that you keep it inside the box while you're in the club at all times. Is that okay with everybody? All right. And when I hand it to you, all gotta say thank you. All right, because when I put sharp objects in the hands of strangers, I like to make sure everybody's good people. I'm here to introduce a new product to the club today. I'm going to make this lightning fast so you can get back to shopping. My name is Dave. I work for a company called Hessler Worldwide. I'm here to introduce you to the Gourmet Series knife. Now what's special about this knife is that it's guaranteed to stay sharp for a lifetime. Also, if this knife breaks for any reason whatsoever, even if it's your fault, we'll go ahead and replace that knife for a lifetime as well. So for example, if you go out in the backyard and you're trimming those bushes, put the knife on the ground and then accidentally run it over with the lawnmower, we'll go ahead and replace that knife for you. Or if you're doing dishes and you drop it in the garbage disposal, it gets chewed up, we'll go ahead and replace that knife as well. So it's a pretty good guarantee to have for a knife, all right? But I'd like to have that guarantee for your car. Yeah. Now I'm sure you're all familiar with knives, probably have something like this at home. Maybe it has a wooden handle on it. We call this knife here Old Faithful. What's the first thing that goes wrong with knives like Old Faithful here? Yes, it gets dull. This knife's not going to cut anything. Also, the handle on this broke. I had to tape it back on. Folks, if you have a handle that's broken, cracked, or missing pieces like this, go ahead and throw that knife away. And here's why. When you cut into meat, chicken, fish, you get germs and bacteria on your blade. If you have a broken handle, you can get germs and bacteria inside of that handle. Now, even though you wash your knife, you're not going to get all the germs and bacteria inside that handle. And if you go to cut fresh produce next, there's a chance you could have some cross-contamination and spread the germs around your kitchen. For that reason, we've made our knife out of one piece of solid surgical stainless steel. Has an integrated handle that will not crack, break, or come loose in any way. It's harder for germs and bacteria to hide on a knife like this, which makes it easier for you to keep it clean and sanitary in your kitchen. Now, speaking of produce, who's ever tried to cut into a tomato with a dull knife? All right? How'd that work out for you? Yeah, squish, you're going to get a lot of seeds everywhere, maybe some tomato juice. My knife is so sharp that the weight of it alone will cut right through the tomato. I can easily have thick slices or thin slices. Just by pulling my knife through the tomato easily, I'm able to get great slices like this that are perfect for sandwiches, hamburgers, salads. So we agree it's better to have sharp knives in the kitchen than dull knives? You bet. Let's say you want to cut into something a little bit softer. Let's say you've made a sandwich. What kind of knife are you going to use to cut into your sandwich here? Yeah, you're going to use a bread knife, because you take Old Faithful here, you try to cut it half and squish, all the meat, all the cheese, all the good stuff's going to come out the side. For that reason, we've made our knife to be 3 knives in one. This is a bread knife, this is a slicing knife, and this is a carving knife. So you can carve meat like ham, turkey, roast beef. And when you're done carving, you can see we put a little fork here on the tip, and the reason for that is so you can pick up that piece of meat, roll it around in the gravy you like, and I can reach across the dining room table and put it on your plate just like that. Now, a couple years ago, there was a commercial. A guy was on TV cutting into an aluminum can to show how sharp his knife was. Anyone remember seeing that commercial? Okay, well then I don't have to cut into an aluminum can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that my knife here is sharp enough. It'll cut through hard objects like frozen meat or bone. I'm going to cut something a little bit harder than what you normally find in your freezer. I cut into this hammer. So if you folks want to come in and see this, I'm really going to do this. I'm going to take the entire length of the blade and cut across the face of this hammer. Now, whatever you or I do to this hammer is not going to hurt it, but to this knife is not going to hurt it, but I do not recommend you do this at home. You'll get a set of dull butter knives. Now, who here likes to buy in bulk, right? I assume everyone likes to buy in bulk because we are at Sam's Club. So you go to the meat department next door, pick up a package of meat, take it home, put it in your freezer. When it comes time to cook dinner, maybe you don't want to thaw the entire thing. Maybe you need half, maybe you need a quarter. This knife will cut through frozen meat. It'll also cut through bone. Cut through chicken bone, turkey bone, ham bone, lamb bone, rib bone, steak bone. This knife will cut through a metal hammer, cuts through a wood cutting board. It's going to cut through anything in your freezer. Now I know you're asking, is my knife still sharp after doing all that? You bet. It's every bit as sharp as what I took out of the box. It'll be as sharp next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And the reason I can say that is I have a guarantee in writing saying if this knife gets dull for any reason whatsoever, we will replace it for a lifetime. Now I have a terrific knife here. Cuts through metal, cuts through wood, cuts through frozen meat. What's the $1,000,000 question everyone always asks me about my knife? How much is it? I thought you all would never ask. All right, let's talk about cost. My competition's got a blade that looks like this, but they have that plastic handle we were talking about. They charge $79.99, $6.95 shipping, handling, and they'll mail it to you in a week or two. We have partnered with Sam's Club, and Sam's has the nationally advertised price of $66.98. Now, there's nothing I can do about that price, that's Sam's price, but I can add value, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to add a second knife. Buy one, get one free. You got two knives. Go ahead and use one as a fork for when you're carving meat. Or if you're feeling generous, go ahead and keep this knife for yourself. After all, you did pay for it. Take your extra knife, put it in a pineapple, wrap a gift on it, give it to someone for a present. Now they have a knife that's guaranteed to stay sharp for a lifetime. Everybody who comes out and sees me today gets the free paring knife. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I know that your time is valuable. We're going to include 2 solid stainless steel paring knives. These are razor sharp and they're great for cutting up fruits, vegetables, cheeses, sausages. They're guaranteed to stay sharp for a lifetime. There's $20 each. So we have $60, $120, $140, $160 worth of stainless steel knives. Sam's price, $66.98. Now that's a good deal, but who shops at Sam's because you want to get a great deal, all right? All right, let's make this deal great for you. I'm going to include the workhorse of the kitchen, the 8-inch chef knife. This is good for slicing and dicing vegetables, chopping herbs. It also has enough heft you can use it as a cleaver to cut meat. Guaranteed to stay sharp for a lifetime. That is a $60 knife. Anyone know what kind of knife this is? My favorite knife here, this is the fillet knife, sometimes called a boning knife or a fish knife. It's very flexible, which makes it ideal for trimming fat off of meat off of the bone, taking the fish out of the skin. I'll show you right here. I'm going to come through with one hand. I'm going to fillet my little tomato, practically jumps right out of its skin. Now here's where knives make a difference. I'm going to come through a second time. I'm going to fillet my fillet. I invite you folks to try this at home with your own set of knives. I get these ultra thin slices of tomato right here. It's a guarantee to stay sharp for a lifetime. This is a $60 knife as well. So what we have here today, we have $60, $120, $180, $240, $260, $280 worth of guaranteed to stay sharp stainless steel knives. Sam's price is $66.98. Now that is a great deal, but we're going to include one more item that we believe you'll really enjoy, and it's not even a knife. This is our Robo Whisk. It's a one-handed whisk. It's made out of the same quality surgical stainless steel as our knives. Comes with the same guarantee. Now who are the coffee drinkers? Who likes your cappuccino or your frappuccino milkshake? Okay, I'll see if you like this idea. Take a third of a cup of milk, put it in the microwave for 45 seconds. Take the Robo Whisk out. With one hand you can easily froth that milk up. In just a few seconds I'm able to build up a nice head of foam. Pour in tea, pour in coffee, sprinkle cinnamon, maybe some shaved chocolate. Have a cafe au lait at home. And here's the best part. You don't have to go to the cafe, you don't have to wait in line, you don't have to give them $5 for a cup of coffee. The Robo Whisk is good for pancake mix, hot chocolate, gravy, protein drinks, scrambled eggs. This is a $25 value. It's not sold in any store. Sam's has asked us to put together a set for you members. This is what it looks like. First thing you're going to see is your written guarantee that these knives go dull or break for any reason whatsoever. We will replace them for a lifetime. You're going to see your 2 carving knives, your chef knife, your fillet knives, your 2 paring knives, the Robo Whisk, and over $300 value on sale today at Sam's for $66.98. Now the bad news is Sam's does not carry these on the shelves. They've asked us to come in directly from the manufacturer to demonstrate them, but you do not buy this knife from me, you buy it from Sam's, you take it up to the register. All Sam's policies do take place. This is a great gift for birthdays, weddings, graduations, anniversary, or maybe just because you need a brand new set of knives. Now here's the important part, the part you've all been waiting for. I am finished. So everybody give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Been very patient and polite. Everybody gets a free paring knife. I also have the last set of knives you need in a lifetime. Let me sanitize my hands and I'll start handing out knives. Did that all in one breath, now I'm out of breath. Alright, I'll bring the knives out to you. I'm going to start with the sets, then I'll start handing out the paring knives. Let's take a last set knife from you like that. Is that nice for you today? Thank you very much. Is that nice for you today?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much. come up and look at it? Pick them up? Thank you for coming up. Have a happy new year. Very much. Appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you. Thank you.